Hello everyone, Almighty Tevin here. I didn't want to talk about this, didn't want to make a video about this, but as you guys know, I'm an honest guy. Anyway, we have a lot of shenanigans to unpack about our buddy, the Dog Surfer, today. And this is one of those rare cases. Well, I'm glad I waited a few days to do a video. Great way to start off a video. I'm sure that's going to annoy somebody. But one of the rare cases, I'm glad I didn't make a video as soon as I could have, because this would have been something else to talk about. Well, it's like a 15-minute long thing, probably. But this motherfucker here, holy fucking shit. Let me get myself the stupid knot in the front so I don't come on loose. I need to learn how to tie a bandana better. I'm sure all of my urban viewers know how to. Anyway, this motherfucker here. Remember, and I might not even be able to watch that video now. Remember this video way back in the day in September. Serious talk right now. I need your support. Thank you for it. DSP told us about a mysterious problem. He couldn't say what the problem was. He literally told us himself the problem has nothing to do with him. Later on, he proceeded to say the problem was not about his health. It was not about his taxes. It was not about, he said everybody that guessed everything was wrong. That turned out to be a complete lie, of course. Gonna get into that a bit. If you really care about stupid DSP shit, you already know. But today, he announced on his pre-stream, and I'm gonna play that first because that just happened. The Dog Surfer allegedly has a new girlfriend. Now you may be wondering, wow, what lucky lady is amazing enough to deserve such a god like Dog Surfer? Of course we don't know, and we probably never will know until something bad happens. Well, at the same time, this is DSP. But allegedly he isn't gonna parade his girl around like he did with Panda Lee because he don't want it to blow up in his face. Which in reality, that didn't blow up in his face. Not really. The girl being kind of shitty blew up in his face, and she was around when people didn't want her around. But yeah, he allegedly has a girlfriend. And his pre-stream was dedicated to talking about how he has a girlfriend. Now, I remember when he broke up with Panda Lee, and I said I didn't feel, well, when him and Panda Lee broke up, and I said I didn't feel bad for him because when he got with the girl, he paraded her and was talking about how cool he was because he had a girlfriend, a beautiful girlfriend, and his huge, amazing house and all of his shit. He was bragging about his life. Every time he talked about trolls and people that didn't like him, he bragged about his life. So I didn't feel bad for him at all when he lost the part of his life he always bragged about. Now, he allegedly has some girlfriend for months. So if you take everything into consideration as truth, that means he broke up with his girlfriend. Now she broke up with him. They broke up, and within a couple of months, after a 5-year relationship, he was with some other random girl. I don't know where he could meet these girls. Was he going out to a bar? Was he on Match.com? The world may never know. But he talks about it in his pre-stream because I don't know about you. But when you show up to a streamer, the first thing you want to hear is how he has an alleged girlfriend. We get no receipts when it comes to DSP. Not anymore. He just gives us information and we're supposed to believe it. He's an honest guy.
Resident Evil 7 DLCs.
His audio is really quiet to me.
On the Xbox One. I mean, there's a lot going on. All right, a lot.
Might be quiet on my end. I don't know.
Okay.
I can boost it in OBS though. Let me do that. It's a professional stream we got going on here.
Now,
so it'll be louder for y'all.
Here's the special announcement that I have to make today. I didn't give any precursor to this. No one knew I was going to announce this today on stream. But I do have an announcement. You may be wondering, in particular right now, I mean, let's face it. Right now, I just revealed that I'm in kind of financial difficulties, right? Because of shit that's out of my control. You know, everything that you guys have done this year, your contributions, have put me in a position where I was able to afford everything. And I was like, man, if I can just keep going how I'm going, I'm good.
I thought he could barely pay his bills.
And
now he was able to afford everything.
The tax issue comes up that I have nothing to do with, right? It sucks. And some people have questioned, well, gee,
the tax issue that came up that I have nothing to do with is literally a fee he has to pay based on mismanagement of his taxes. And he says he has nothing to do with it. Also, for these videos, I don't know if the quality good enough. I should have raised it. Yeah, it's not good enough. You can barely read that. His chat during these pre-streams pay no fucking attention to him unless he say something important. Like when he talk about having a girlfriend, the chat probably gonna pop for it. But when he doing his normal pre-stream shit, the chat is like talking about random shit or not paying attention. These people don't give a fuck about what he got to take, what he got to talk about.
Taking time off in early December.
Some dude being really fucking autistic in my chat.
Right. Why is Phil
Jesus
taking his time off in early December when, you know, he should be trying to raise as many funds as possible and stream as much as possible, etc., etc. Well, honestly, folks, the first reason, this is the God's honest truth, is because even as much as I need your support and as much as I need to be streaming and making money, I need time away for physical and mental recuperation.
He needs mental recuperation from playing games and talking to strangers for 5 hours a day. He really loves his fan base because he needs mental recuperation away from them.
You guys got to remember something. I don't take days off.
Oh my God.
Right? Most people who have a job, you don't work 7 days a week every day, right? You at least get a day or two where you're not working and you get some kind of recuperation time. I don't get that. I'm here every single day talking constantly on stream. My throat is all worn out. Again, it is definitely from this hardcore gaming season. How busy I've been every day, double streams. Keep in mind, it's not
I'm
like
not about to do what I'm about to do.
Content,
I'm complaining about something y'all don't even know what I'm talking about.
It's not just me streaming. My voice gets worn out, man. My body gets physically, you know, worn out from doing this constantly. All right, mentally, you know, needing time away from my job, I need it every once in a while. And so far, the way that I've been doing it, if you remember, I took some time off in July, then in October, and now I'm taking it in December. It's been working. Like, I get that time to recoup, and then I come back full force, right?
This is a good post in the chat. But you get paid 7 days a week versus a 9 to 5 who only get paid for 5 days a week. I like how he has to send 10 cents to get DSP to acknowledge that statement, by the way. His chat is full of cucks. Fucking, whatchamacallit still coming in stream, too. Anime dude, whatever the fuck. I forget his name. The one that got shit on by him that day.
It was early.
He still show up.
It was early in October, all right, where I took those days off and I came back and immediately I went into Shadow of War, Evil Within 2. You know what I mean? I started immediately doing those things.
This might be a long time because he really he wasting people time with this.
You know, because I had that time away, it helped me, you know, significantly. All right.
It's funny because recently it was some controversy about some dude that was calling people out for like having bloated videos and shit. When in reality, these videos are just glorified reaction videos. This is just a fucking reaction video with pauses in between of me saying whatever I want to say. But if DSP didn't take 30 minutes to talk about like something that should take 5-10 minutes to talk about, then dumbasses like me wouldn't take 45 minutes to talk about that because I'm trying to listen to what he said. I don't know. It is what it is.
Now, oh my God, excuse me.
Nice burp, by the way.
Excuse me. Now, in addition to that fact, all right, there's another reason why I'm taking this time off in December. In fact, there's been another reason why I've been taking off these periods of time since, you know, the summer at these set intervals. And the reason is because I've been taking that time to spend some time with my girlfriend. And boom, immediately a bomb has been dropped. Everyone's probably like, oh, what the fuck? What? You're doing what? With who and how and what's who did what?
Yeah, he think his life is so important. And then of course you could say, but Tevin, you're recording the videos talking about his life. To be honest. It wasn't I didn't sign up for this. It wasn't supposed to be all of this. Just like when him and Rambo had the thing, I didn't even make a video about it. I like to talk about what he presents to us. And he presents this to us. So therefore I'm talking about it. Because this is apparently part of his content. Like this is the pre-stream he's going to upload on YouTube. But remember he was taking all of those random days off. And he said since the summer. So he'd been talking to this girl since the summer. So he broke up with his 5-6 year girlfriend. And he was done with her for like 2 months and he already had another girl. Holy shit. Well.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
Fucking Kardashian ass gossip
when
stream.
I revealed to you what was going on with me back on Thanksgiving. All right, and you're like, how could Phil have kept that secret for 2.5 months and not talked about
2 months.
Right? Well, I've had an even better kept secret. All right, I have. I've had an even better kept secret this year.
Now, don't this faggot always tell us about how much he's honest? He's an honest guy. He tells us the truth. He keeps it real. He's honest. He's honest. He's honest. And now he's telling us about how all of these secrets he kept. He kept 3 secrets from fans and viewers. And the thing is, he says stuff is going to get used against him. How could you use this info against him? How could you use him having a tax fee against him? You can bring it up. That's all you can do. It's not like he got a bad back. It's not like he got a bad back and we run up and punch him in the back. That's using it against him. To bring it up is not using it against him. I don't think it is, at least. I'm a black dude. You can use that against me, I guess. I don't know. This dude is a fucking weirdo.
Is that basically since the summer, you know, I've been.
Who cares if she's half black? Yeah, DSP would not date a mixed girl.
As I would like.
I don't think he would. It's a fucking white bitch. If it's a bitch at all.
I work my ass off. All right, and I'm here every single day, which means I get very little free time. The free time I get is in the middle of the night. Sorry. Most girls don't have the middle of the night to do stuff. They're asleep.
What?
You know what I mean?
Are girls like some kind of animal? They always sleep at night? Okay.
So, you know, I've been dating someone for months.
Months.
Actually, and seeing her on and off, and I haven't had any consistent time to really, you know, to spend with her. And it's really these...
You know what's funny to me? I would like to know if this person he's dating considers both of them as dating. Because I don't know about you, but when you date somebody for months, you don't see them a couple times a month off and on. That's not... I mean, somebody would consider that dating. I wouldn't consider it dating. Not enough to announce it. She better be hopping on that meat at least a couple of times a week for me to announce that. Not off and on, sometimes a couple times a month or whatever me and me got going on.
I get to spend
that's just me.
Time with it. All right. And so this coming break that I have scheduled, I'm going to be doing all kinds of Christmas stuff with my girlfriend, which
it's his girlfriend now.
You know, decorating the house.
Wow.
As you guys know, I've already announced I'm going to go out and
I'm sorry too. Again, I know I'm kind of going off about this, and different people treat life different ways and feel different ways. But she was with somebody for 5-6 years, moved across the country with her. She was part of your decision to move where you live, and she helped pick the house and shit. And not even half a year later, you with somebody else and you refer to them as your girlfriend, as your girlfriend. Holy cow! That's the way. That's like the speed like a teenager move at. I can't. It's phenomenal that a 35-year-old dude, about to be 36, move that fast. Wow.
And Christmas liquor and all that kind of stuff. All right. So that's real. We're going to be doing all that stuff together. In fact, it was back in October that she was the person who I was going around with to all the Halloween stores, and she helped me pick out my Halloween costume, Ezio Auditore. So, in a lot of ways, I actually owe the great pick of what that costume was to her, because she really helped me out. All right. Now, the one thing that I'm going to say up front, folks, because I know this is a bombshell announcement. Oh my God! Immediately, you know, the people who are watching the stream just for negative reasons, they're running to the fucking internet. They're scouring everything. Phil must have shown her in something. Phil must have mentioned her in something. No. I mean, literally 100%. Okay. I have been leaving this as a secret on purpose because I knew that if I did announce it, you know, months and months ago, that it would, oh my God, Phil is a girlfriend, you know. The other thing is, you know, she is a person who very much does not want to have a public persona.
I wonder why.
That's who I am. She knows I'm a YouTuber.
I wonder why someone dating DSP would not want a public persona. I wonder why.
It was all about me. You know, it's not like this was just someone that I met out of nowhere and she had no idea who I was or anything like that. She's very well aware of who I am and all of that. But she does not want to be involved with all the online drama.
I wonder why.
She has no aspirations to go out and make, you know, a YouTube channel. Or
First of all, who wants to be involved in drama?
Stream or anything like that. She doesn't want to have a public persona.
This is also a good point. No spare time, but still time to date. Yeah, because everything you say is a lie and exaggerated. Just like this girlfriend. It's probably just some thought he kissed on the cheek last week. No time means he has like fucking 40 hours a week to watch movies. So, yep.
Very much wants to have her own life outside of being a part of mine. Alright? And that's why I have not mentioned anything up to this point, because I literally didn't want any idiot to try to go out there. I mean, just think about, folks. I mean, let's be honest here. Think about my last relationship with Leanna, right? My ex. And how, you know, she did very much have a public persona. Everything she knew, she wanted to do her own YouTube channel. She had her own business online and everything. And just think, even though she never really exposed a lot of private stuff about her life, how much about her family and everything was thrown on the internet just because people could find out, right? I mean, we're at the point where my ex's
he dating Bobby Lane.
And I really quickly mentioned it in a video or a vlog earlier on in the year, letting everyone know that I might be attending the wedding later in the year, and then I never mentioned it again, alright, because of, you know, reasons, the fact that we were afraid that if we had gone, because that was the year that we had gotten swatted.
If they was afraid something would happen, why did you mention it once in the first place? He should have never mentioned it at all. Who even talks about that? My girlfriend brother might be getting married. My girlfriend that you have the full first and last name of has a brother that also shares her last name, may be getting married in Pennsylvania state. Man, no one's going to try to find that information easily at all, right? Smart guy, DSP.
We were worried that if we went to this friggin' wedding that some asshole would try to swat it. Or they would
swat a wedding.
Something to prank it and ruin this wedding. Okay? And that's why we didn't go, and I never mentioned it. Alright, I never mentioned it at all.
Also, them not going to the wedding to avoid it getting swatted doesn't make any sense.
Out the date, the time, the location of the fucking wedding.
Because it was an invitation.
They posted it on the internet for people to say, oh, go ahead and troll it. And on top of all that, then they spun it to say that I forcibly forced my ex to not attend this wedding so I could stay home and play Fallout 4.
Why is he talking about this?
So that's number one.
There's no point in talking about this.
Folks, is that the question on everyone's mind, well, why does Phil still need this big house? Well, the point that we have our own lives, but we've been talking about our really honestly, you know, back in the summer before the tax issue arose and we started dating, you know, things were going great and we were like, wow, this is amazing. If this keeps going this well, maybe we can move in together and, you know, we can do all this stuff. And then boom, all of a sudden, you know, in September, October, the tax issue.
He was with this girl for less than it. He was with his girlfriend for like 5-6 years. They move across the country together. He break up with her. This is implying everything is the truth here. He break up with her. Within 6 months, he with another girl, and she talking about moving in with him. Does he only date gold diggers? She gotta be like fucking 17 years old or some shit. Because I can't imagine another 35-year-old or even somebody over 30 would be with somebody for less than 6 months and thinking about moving in with them. What the fuck kind of weird shit is that? What the fuck?
And now it's like, now the future's completely
That's wild. Uncertain. If this is all true, that is wild.
It's garbage. It sucks. It fucking
mature
sucks.
Adults.
Right. And already I see people saying silly stuff in the stream chat. Why doesn't she just move in and start helping to pay the bills? Guys, I may not be able to have this house, all right, in 2018. I'm not going to have someone move all their shit in and then have to move back out.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Know? So that's the situation I'm in right now, is I really have to fight as hard as I can for this house and keep it, not only for myself, all right, but for the potential future of, you know, a relationship that I've had now, you know, since the summer, and it's been going really well, and I want it to keep going well. But if I gotta move, right, if I have to sell this house and either get another place, or if I have to move, God forbid, I have to move back to Connecticut, that could be the end of it.
Why does he think he gotta move back to Connecticut? do apartments? Like, does every house in Washington State that exists, does every living building in Washington State, is every single one of them like $100,000 house or some shit? I don't know why he needs to go to go back to Connecticut if he loses his house. I don't understand that. Because it would cost a bunch of money to move back to his condo, unless he sell literally everything he owns and just hop on a plane and then get off and then move back in his old condo and then rebuy stuff. Regardless, it would cost a lot of money. It would actually be allegedly cheaper to just move in like a little apartment out there and get rid of his house. And then he can move some stuff to his new apartment and then sell some stuff. You don't need to keep a fucking 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-story condo house building living space, because people like to get specific about calling it a house. You don't need to keep that to stay with some random girl that you met less than half a year ago. The fuck? Hey, Waffle, destroy your Madden chat. The master cup.
In regards to keeping this house, then you guys have really known.
He got shit on for like 10 minutes straight and still show up to every stream and sit in the chat.
Well, ever since
and I think he came to my chat one day. No, he tweeted me. I think it was a soccer account, to be honest. It was like, I'm not a cook. Okay.
Obviously, there's been all these questions about why do I need the house and stuff like that. But in addition, I've been talking with her every day, and she's like, I feel kind of isolated, even though she, like I said, she does not want a public persona. She does not want that. She at least feels that to know that if you guys knew that she existed, it would make more sense in the perspective, the big picture perspective, right?
What?
Because now your kind of guys are finally kind of see the big picture for the first
So his weird girlfriend that doesn't want to be found out about and doesn't want people to know who she is told DSP that it would be better for him to tell his viewers that she exists. Why? You should tell your stream viewers that you have a girlfriend. Are you gonna show up to stream one day? No. Are you gonna like do a Twitter or YouTube and like we can? No. I just want you to tell them that you have a girlfriend. What the fuck? DSP is the bottom bitch in every relationship, isn't he? They make every decision for him.
And now it's the pieces are kind of fall into place.
No, they're not. The pieces falling into place.
It makes sense now.
Man, this chat is so full of virgins. That's something a virgin would say.
So now Phil needs to keep the house because he's dating this girl who he's been seeing. And obviously if he has to move, then he can't see the girl anymore.
What?
And also if he keeps the house, then maybe eventually, they could be living in together, and then they could, both pay for the house. See?
This is so dumb.
And that's why she kind of wanted me to talk about it today, because it now makes everything kind of formulate into it makes sense. And let's face it, she's kind of been a secret, and it kind of makes her feel a little bad, because when you're kept secret, right, it kind of means like, oh, she's the dirty little secret. She's not.
Dude,
but at the same time,
these are stream viewers. These are not your relatives. They don't need to know. He thinks they need to know because he shared too much information with them already. They don't need to know. If the girl not gonna show up on stream one day or something, they don't need to know. You know how much girl streamers and dude streamers have girlfriends and shit in real life, and people just don't know because they don't need to know, or they don't want them to know. These people don't need to know. Do you think Paddington Bear in the chat and Ratchet Fan and Would You Like Some Balls, do you think they give a fuck if you have a girlfriend? Like that really matters to them? Like they wake up every day thinking about that? Are they concerned about that? I don't think so.
I didn't want to reveal anything until we were ready. So
I don't think so.
By the way, no, you're not getting her name. You're getting no information about her whatsoever. Zero.
I'm going to let you know she exists.
All you're getting. Until maybe at some time in the future, things change and maybe we're in a better position. All right? Maybe, just maybe.
This is so stupid.
Just maybe, if we can get out. She's Martian. She's from the planet Mars.
You don't want to say what race she is, I guess.
Even more of a desire to fix this whole situation.
Now I know what the fundraising money will go for. Well, now I know where the fundraising money will go. To dinners for bitches.
Can save the house, Okay. Whew. All right, everyone. So let's do the plugs.
This is so sad. His pre-stream was dedicated to talking about his new phantom girlfriend that we may or may not ever get more information on. Wonderful. And yes, DSP got a MILF. Of course he did. That's why he needs so much help to pay his bills, because he got a MILF. That's the way those work. Now, this pre-stream today, I might not even really play this. What was he talking about in this? Because this is from yesterday.
I get the feeling people are going to come out in droves for this one because they're going to want to see it. All right. So that's cool.
Oh, yeah, him being desperate for money. His whole pre-stream was just talking about money. That's his pre-stream. His pre-stream almost every day is talking about money, how much he needs money. And then he gives shout-outs to people that gave him money. And then he start playing after an hour of that.
And, in addition to that, coming up, what I may have to do, I'm almost thinking, it would be the first and only time I've ever done this. I may have to do a special, event, a special stream event.
Fundraising stream.
It's basically like a drive to raise funds so that I can pay this freaking tax bill. And,
pay my taxes fundraising stream. He teasing a pay my taxes fundraising stream. And then he say he's going to do it in January. So you can look at this two ways. You can say, well, after everybody spend money on Christmas stuff, he's going to do this weird stream. Or you can say, well, it's the new year. Oh, man, maybe people will be feeling giving in the new year after they spent money on Christmas. I don't know. But he's teasing a fundraising stream to pay his taxes. Every stream is a fundraising stream. He got like $1,000 the other day. He's not going to count that. So that's that. 47 minutes in. What did he say? I kind of made timestamps to this. I don't even know if this shit was important.
Okay. Griffin Box also did another cheer and asks, what store do you go to for groceries? Do they have a Walmart in your area?
Oh, this is fucking gold. Listen to this. Listen to this.
I want to support local businesses. I want to support farms and, stuff from around here. I don't want to support the Chinese cherries and, the freaking Bangladeshi blueberries.
Yeah, we getting blueberries from Bangladesh. Boy, you're so funny, Dave.
The Albanian avocados.
Okay, we get it.
At like a penny, for a million pounds that Walmart gets to put on their store shelves. I don't support that. I don't like that. This world economy idea is great.
Nice snot.
For some stuff that you're not good at, but when we have perfectly capable people here in the United States able to make food for us, I have no idea why we're importing this shit from, foreign lands. That's why the Walmart prices are so cheap, by the way. It's because they get this low-quality goods from hardware. They're in a one-stop shop, much like Walmart.
Okay, I'm not going to play all of it because it's just fucking autism. But this dude actually tells us he purposely doesn't shop at Walmart because he doesn't want to support Walmart import bullshit of cheap products for cheap prices. He purposely goes to local grocers and people that buy shit locally from farms and shit and pay more on purpose so he don't support the Walmart practices. That's what he tells us. And like I always say, if you believe what he says, if you don't question everything DSP say, if you believe that at face value, that's what he really doing. Can you imagine that? The dude that say he can barely pay his bills, he tells that to strangers every day. The dude that wants to do a fundraising drive stream next year to pay his tax bill tells us he purposely doesn't go to Walmart because he wants to support local businesses and he pays more on purpose. And it's an even better little quote coming up.
They actually have quality stuff from, like I said, people who make it around.
That's something else. He definitely know how to spend his money wisely.
Supporting local stuff. That's why I go.
He's trying to help something he's not gonna fix.
Okay.
I'm being honest.
I think there's a third. I've seen a third supermarket around here, but I can't remember what it is. because I've never been to it. Like I said, typically I either go to Safeway or Fred Meyer. Those are the two that are my kind of go-to places, because they're the closest to me, and they're, like I said, they're local source. There is a Walmart. The Walmart is always.
Why the fuck are we talking about supermarkets posting in the chat?
To save as much money as possible.
You give long-winded explanations. Yeah, you do.
Very low-quality stuff.
Kozatov show up every day to like try to annoy DSP. Seem like he don't send bits though, so he never get noticed.
Griffin boxed in another 10-bit cheer and said, "Ugly Christmas turtleneck hype." That's right. Kekin did a 10-bit cheer.
Oh, I think I missed the quote because I was talking over it. Let me see if I can find it.
They're a one-stop shop, much like Walmart is. Only, you know, they actually have quality stuff from, like I said, people who make it around here. So when you shop at Fred Meyer, you're actually supporting local stuff. That's why I go there. Okay.
Oh shit! It was something else in there. He kind of snuck it in. He pretty much said that people that shop at Walmart, they're desperate to spend the least amount of money, and that he doesn't. He was about to pretty much say, "But I don't need to do that," and he kind of caught himself and stopped it a bit. But if that's true, imagine that. I can barely pay my bills, you guys. I'm nervous. I might lose my house. Well, I don't shop at Walmart because I don't support buying cheap products from third world countries. No, I want to buy shit from Fred Meyer's. When they cut the cow up around the corner yesterday, I want to buy that stuff. What the fuck? I can't wait for somebody to comment saying like Fred Meyer's gets shit from like Uzbekistan or something. I don't even know what the fuck Fred Meyer is, but it's apparently a store and they buy stuff locally. Fair enough. If that's true, that's wild. And that's being a hipster, too. That's what he would call being a hipster. That's what he doing, is being a hipster. Okay, so we got, what all I wanted to do? I might not even play the stupid weekend preview. But we got serious talk right now. I need your support. Thank you for it. I'm not going to play this whole video. I'm trying to find a part with him complaining.
Because there's still things that can't be fixed, you know. Can't guarantee health and stuff if you win the lotto, but it's just to the point where like I don't even know what else I'm supposed to do. A reasonable human to be put up with as much adversity as I've now faced since I've done this YouTube thing. I don't know, man. And again, I'm doing my best. I'm going to try to stay positive for you guys every day. I'm going to try to be here on stream, but please understand if I get mad or upset or angry or whatever, and if I lash out at someone, I apologize in advance because it's not me being angry with you. It's me being angry at my fucking life situation right now. I don't want to lose everything, guys. I worked my ass off. And you may say, Phil just sits around and plays games. You're right. That's at the essence of you describe what I do. I sit around and I play video games, but it's work. To come here every day, even some days when I feel like shit, and days when maybe I'm playing a game I don't particularly like, in particular.
Wow, did he spend half of this video complaining about his life?
I think a lot of people who watch my videos know that, but I grew up Roman Catholic. There's a story. Was it Job? I have time to transition out. I have enough time to sell the house and make fucking house over some. People notice I'm, like I said, gained weight. I'm not sleeping. You know, and how can I get healthy when every time there's positive shit happening, something negative comes to fuck it all up again, right? How can I? How can I possibly? And go take a look at the month when I got the false copyright strikes. The channel was in jeopardy of being shut down, and I was advised by YouTube staff to delete the videos that had fan art.
Okay, that's enough of that. Jesus. But watch that video. DSP says he has a problem, but he can't say what the problem is. I'm not about to sit through that whole thing. He finally told us what the problem is. And boy, does it take a long fucking time for him to fucking explain it. Jesus. Hour-long video. Hour fucking long video. I'm gonna try to go to the part where he actually talk about it, because this is taking too long.
It used to be, man, I'll be honest, some days doing this, recording videos for ongoing playthroughs for YouTube was like a 9-to-5 work job, and I'm like, this year's so different. I'm paying everything now, and here for pleasure. Everything for me is just the bare minimum of what I can do to get by. You know, it's to the point financially where sometimes I'm paying just minimum payments.
Everything is the bare minimum for him to get by. Everything is the bare minimum for him to get by.
Everything to get by.
He bought a new PlayStation controller because he thought his current one was dropping inputs because it couldn't play in USB mode. Holy shit.
It's that bad. All right, it's terrible. It's a bad situation. But the good news is, because people have been increasingly watching the streams and increasingly doing things like cheering, subbing, and tipping, it's become better. Like, it's getting slightly better. Every month I'm seeing a little bit. Wow, I'm paying a little bit of this down. It's getting a little better. And if I could maintain where I am right now, or, I mean, I'll be honest, if Twitch keeps getting better, even better. But if I can maintain the level of what I'm doing right now, I should be able to keep the house. I should be able to pay the bills. I should be able to get everything done that I need to get done and not have to worry about all this shit, all right? Or so I thought, okay, because this is the level I was at basically around August, September, when all of a sudden I got this terrible news, and I need to share that, guys, with you. And honestly, now I'm going to tell you guys the truth. Okay, being completely honest with all of you, it's not just one thing, it's two things. One thing is very personal. It's regarding my health, and I'm not going to even tell you the details about it, because honestly, someone's health is their own business, unless there's a reason to publicly come out and talk about it. I'm not going to talk about that portion of it at this point. Maybe in the future I will bring it up, but I've been having health problems. I've actually, see, this is the thing. You guys don't even know. I have health problems. I've had chronic health problems my whole life that I never told you about. And it's not the back injury, it's other stuff. And I don't let it affect me, even though I have chronic health problems that I have. I don't tell you about them, and I don't let them try to hinder what I do here on stream or whatever. Okay. But I've been having a few complications that have been negatively affecting me. Let's put it that way. To the point where long-term, could it affect me really badly? Yes. Not yet, but long-term it could. And I am worried about that, and that's always going to be something. Health is something we all worry about all the time, right? So I'm not going to go into detail, but FYI, that's one of the things that's been affecting me. And yes, eventually it could really...
I like how he looks everywhere else during besides the camera.
Happening at the same time as that is something that some people have taken guesses, real good guesses, right, at what this could be. What could it be that Phil would have to leave sell his house and go somewhere smaller or whatever? What could it be? You know, think about this. What could it be? Some people got close. Some people got close.
I like how it's a game show to find his life problems, by the way. It's a game show.
No one actually...
You also see how he purposely didn't want to tell us what the health problems was. Now, of course, not wanting to tell us what his health problem was.
Hello, everyone, and welcome.
I'm not going to hate on that. But DSP literally has a whole video where he tells us what Panda Lee health problems was. Anybody remember that? I'm going to see if I can find it. That shit was a long-ass time ago, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Holy shit. That was more than 6 months ago. I'm not going to sit here and look for it for too long. I'm going to be honest with you. I got to be honest, okay? Oh, my fucking God. I've been laid off. Remember that? Well, of course, she left after that because, you know, the women leave you when stuff goes wrong. I really can't find this shit. Oh, here we go. Emergency. Emergency. It was him talking about Panda Lee going to the hospital the whole time. Anyway, it was... I hate people so much. It was him literally talking about her going to the hospital and details on the hospital trip, saying that she had a panic attack and everything. Now, of course, him not want to talk about his health problems. I ain't gonna blame him, but to give half information is kind of dishonest too. Hey, you guys, a really bad thing happened, but I'm not gonna tell you what the bad thing was. That's what he did a few months ago, and now he tell us half the story, and then say I got a health problem too, but don't say what the health problem is. And I thought about this when he first recorded this video because he talked about the tax issue later on. So he figured out he had a health issue and a tax issue at the same time, or within a couple of weeks. Sure. Very believable. Sure.
Right. Because the
if you say so.
so
when it rains, it pours.
That I don't know how you could actually guess that this was correct. Okay.
People literally guessed it was a tax issue, by the way. And I think this fuckboy take about 20 minutes to tell us what the issue was. It would have took him 5 minutes to say it.
Be fine. Don't worry. Okay.
I'm gonna give you a quick summary. And I know people Some people are probably going to complain about me not watching through this whole thing. But this is an hour-long fucking video of him giving a 10-minute story. But the quick summary is he had somebody doing his taxes in Washington. Not Washington, in Connecticut. His Connecticut taxes person basically gave him incorrect information when he moved to Washington. They didn't tell him he would have to pay any new fees. They didn't tell him he would have to pay any new taxes. Someone allegedly was signing DSP up for a bunch of business magazines. So he was getting business magazines sent to him under DSP Gaming or whatever. For some reason, he never checked into this. But now he realizes what happened years after it happened, I guess. Years after it started, whatever. But he was getting a bunch of business magazines sent to him. So somebody had registered him as a business somewhere. And he proclaims multiple times that he's not a business. He said his channel is just a YouTube channel. DSP Gaming is just a YouTube channel. Even though he copyrighted DSP Gaming, and even though he said DSP Gaming, like he ran a business, and he was self-employed, and he was an entrepreneur. These are all things he called himself. He called himself a business, self-employed, and an entrepreneur. And if you type the word business in on his YouTube channel, you actually see update, result, business status. Wish I had good news. Business update, business status. He got 3 videos, business. Hey live, business. Oh look, business from 10 months ago. Business versus love. He never called it a business. And in the video that I didn't play, the stupid thank you for the help or whatever the fuck video. I'm gonna see if I can find it again.
Hello everyone and welcome.
I'm gonna see if I can find it again because it's taking me too long. I don't know how I'm gonna look for it. I just want to tell you what the title of it was. Serious talk right now. I need your support and thank you for it. In this video, and then a couple of pre-streams after this, DSP specifically was saying he don't have a business. He don't have a business. I don't know why I call it a business. It's not a business. And people were saying, wow, he used to call this shit a business all the time. Now he purposely going out his way to not call it a business. And I think it might even be a video called DSP Gaming, Not a Business. I'm going to see if I can find it. That might be fake news. Yeah, DSP Gaming is not a business.
So there is a lot of positivity going on. Okay financially, but on my dad. But this video, I already talked a little bit about it on my pre-stream earlier today, but I'm very much aware that a very limited amount of people actually watch my pre-stream.
Oh, this was a video with him calling it a business. Okay, but yeah, this video called him out on him calling his channel not a business after he called it a business for so long. So people were saying it was taxes. It was a taxes issue. He purposely, it's one of his pre-streams. You would have to dig deep for that shit. And that's way more than I'm about to go through. But it's multiple pre-streams when people was like, oh, is it a taxes issue? He was like, guys, it's not a taxes issue. You won't be able to guess what it is. Is it a health issue? Guys, it's not a health issue. 3 months later, he come on video and say it was a health issue and a tax issue. But yeah, basically he had somebody doing his taxes in Connecticut. He moved to Washington. They told him not to change nothing, not to change anything, and to keep paying him. He was getting these weird business emails. Well, not business emails, business like magazines and shit sent in the mail. I don't know if they was trying to get him to buy fax machines or what. Then you got the fiasco. I still don't know if that was 100% true or if somebody edited it. But when the people found his bills, like his real life bills, and dug up a bunch of information on him, his shit was like listed as like DSP Gaming Inc. or something. Now that might not be true. But I think he ended up saying, maybe typed in the pre-stream, when you sign up for business class internet, they force you to get a business name. I don't have proof on any of this, so I'm not going to say it and pretend like it's true. That's kind of me pulling something off the back of my head that might not even really exist there. Hey, it's not a business. And now he has to pay a business tax that he didn't know existed. And when people criticize him on how he didn't know about this, he says, I'm not a tax attorney. Because you have to be a tax attorney to know what bills you're supposed to pay. Of course. Right? And so yeah, basically he fucked and he got to pay like $5,000 eventually. And this is another thing. And this is kind of microanalyzing a bit. But these people have payment plans. He got $1,000 during this stream, by the way. These people have payment plans. You don't have to pay them all at one time. But he's going to do a fundraising stream in January to try to get the money to pay the tax fee. When, like I said, these people literally have payment plans. He could take 5 years to pay it off if he want to. So why is he trying to pay it all at one time? Why is he implying that he needs to pay it all off at one time? It might be something I'm missing here. But it's not like he owe $100,000 and he's going to go to prison if he don't pay it. So why is he implying he needs to pay it all immediately? Somebody might know more about that shit than I do. But I don't think you would need to pay it all right away. And as a matter of fact, another thing is he don't even know how much he got to pay yet. And he already planning on doing a fundraising stream to pay the bill that he doesn't even know fully exists. And he doesn't know the amount. And he doesn't know if they have a payment plan. But he's trying to do a fundraising stream to get the money to pay it. You understand how weird that is? I don't know. I think that's kind of weird. I'm not about to sit up here and put on a tinfoil hat and be like, oh, he's lying because he wants extra money. Because this is a lot to lie about. And it's a little out there to lie about that. I don't know. I would lie about a lot of stuff before lying about having some weird tax payment and needing like $5,000. But it is what it is. Look at how you want to look at it.
Federal, and you're good to go. So I did that from,
Stop looking at OBS. Jesus.
Until now. And,
look at how much he looks to the side.
Right.
Yo, he's not looking at the camera at all. He keep doing this over and over and over and doing that and doing that and doing that and doing that. I understand somebody had pointed out one time he looking at OBS. I know he looking at OBS, but why would you need to look at OBS that much? OBS doesn't crash while you're recording. It crashes before and after recording. If his stream die, his stream die. He's still recording locally. Why are you looking at OBS so much? He checking OBS like 40 times a minute. He just hates looking at the camera.
I'm seriously not going to believe this, because guess what, ladies and gentlemen?
I wonder why.
The situation I'm in, yes, it is. I'll tell you right now, my tax attorney is at fault.
See, it's not his fault. It's the tax attorney's fault.
Doctor Publishing, right? And I'm looking at this shit right now. I know I didn't subscribe to any of it. And it says on it, on the mailing, addressed to DSP Gaming. Interesting.
Why did you question this?
So I start getting all this mail.
He didn't even cancel him the fucking subscriptions.
And I'm like, why am I getting all this mail I never signed up for DSP Gaming? And like I said, it's all business-related, trade-related mailing. I'm not exaggerating, folks. I'm not even exaggerating.
I'm not exaggerating.
Right now, every 3 days,
look at
my
him.
mailbox is full.
He's staring at OBS. He's talking to OBS. He's not even talking to the camera. He talked to OBS. That's his friend. That's his only friend in the house is open broadcaster software. He's looking at OBS. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. Holy cow.
Because whoever this was that did this signed me up for like every possible free publication that there is regarding like business.
What's up with that? Who you waving to? You waving to the camera?
3 days, a stack of mail this high that fills the mailbox. So every 3 days I have to go empty the mailbox because someone did this.
You check your mail every 3 days? You run a business.
So.
Take a sip.
So that happened, and I've been putting up with that all year.
I like how you laughed at it a bit before you took a sip, by the way.
Throw it out. That's what I do. I shred it.
You could just unsubscribe from it. Couldn't he literally contact the people like, I didn't ask for this, can you stop sending it to me? Why would you just get business magazines and just shred them and throw them away? Just ask to not get them. That sounds pretty reasonable. Also, shout out to http teespring.com stores DSP Gaming.
All of a sudden,
make sure to buy a shirt so you can pay his taxes.
Oh god, now I can't remember if it was even late August or early September at this point. Alright. I get a letter in the mail stating that due to some
it was in September, by the way,
that has come across the desk of
someone
that they suspect that
it came across the desk of Fred Fuchs.
Own a business called DSP Gaming, and I'm doing business in the state of Washington.
He is.
But I'm not doing it properly.
He's
I
not.
registered the business, which is legally required in the state of Washington.
Remember when Panda Lee started selling soap? You might not. But when Panda Lee first started selling soap, DSP went on pre-stream and specifically said she registered herself as a business. So he had this bitch selling soap as a registered business, and she was making like $100 a month probably profit. And he making tens of thousands of dollars a year. And he didn't register himself as a business. And he thought nothing was wrong. He thought nothing was wrong. If DSP was a rapper, like if he ran a record label, he wouldn't register that as a business either. They'd be buying Raris and fucking Lambos and yachts and shit. He'd be like, why would I register this as a business? It's not a business. We just make music. It's just a music thing. We just post on iTunes. Why should I register this as a business? His ass would be Wesley Snipes tier if he was a fucking rapper or some shit. He making thousands of dollars a month and wasn't registered as a business. And that girl was making like $100 a month, maybe $200 a month on a good month in profit. And she was registered as a business because she actually sold a physical product. How fucking dumb is DSP? If this is true, like I said earlier, you kind of got to stick with this if you want to believe what he's saying. If you don't say, well, this is just all a lie. If you actually believe what he's saying, that is amazing.
And I'm not paying
holy cow
taxes. Now, to clarify, not personal income tax. There's no state personal income tax in the state of Washington. However, in the state of Washington, they have what's apparently, which I don't know, I'm not a tax attorney, it's called, it's some kind of a business. I don't even know the technical thing about it. Some kind of a business tax. That if you're self-employed in Washington and if you fit certain criteria, like you make a certain...
You mean like make a fuck ton a lot of money? Like you make so much money you can buy a 3-bedroom house? I think you need to register as a business. If you're making so much money, you can buy a 3-bedroom house. Maybe he should have listened to somebody more than his tax attorney. You know what? Maybe. And it's something we didn't listen to because I skipped ahead. Maybe it's probably not wise to take the advice of a tax attorney that's not in the state you living in. If you want to get rules on that state. I'm going to hire a tax attorney that live in Canada and ask him about Louisiana specific laws. That's basically what DSP was doing. He could have easily just like called some fucking attorney dude in Washington, gave him $20 and say, hey, tell me about this. He didn't go through that effort. Look at this face, by the way. Look at that face. I don't have the best face in the world, but holy cow. This dude he like a caveman right here. Jesus. And that got a new girlfriend. Allegedly. Woo.
You get income from certain...
I'm sure the snots turn on.
Certain tax documents from the people who you have contractual agreements with. You're required to register as a business and to pay this business tax in the state of Washington. Okay. So I get this letter, and I'm looking at it like, what the hell is...
Look at that sausage body.
Like, what could this be? Could this be true? This is bullshit. And I read it. I'm like, well, I don't own my own business.
I don't own a business.
I'm not registered. I don't own my own business. I don't. Legally, there's no business out there that's called DSP Gaming. DSP Gaming is just a YouTube channel, right? There's no business called DSP Gaming. It doesn't exist.
It's just a YouTube channel. It's just a YouTube channel. It makes thousands of dollars a year. But you had Soap Seller registered as a business, and she was making hundreds of dollars a year, and you did not see an issue with that because one sold physical items and the other one didn't. And now DSP sell physical items because Teespring. Holy cow.
So I knew right from the criteria listed in the
that's something else.
Correct. That something was not right here.
That is something else.
I called the guy back and left him a voicemail explaining. I said, listen, you got it wrong. I don't own my own business. I'm not buying or selling. I'm not doing a service. It's internet-based videos that people put ads on. It's way different from what you're describing in your letter. Therefore, I don't think I'm qualified under. You don't have to worry about it or whatever. So he came back to me and he says, well, I got to do my due diligence here. Okay. So at that point, I tried to get my tax attorney from Connecticut involved. All right. I tried to say, what's going on here? You know, this guy is saying that maybe I qualify for having to register as a business and pay business tax and all.
No shit, you fucking qualified.
At the same time, I was still in contact with this guy who apparently was investigating.
People that cut grass register as a business.
Said, you know, I'm just curious. How did this happen? You know,
look at the reaction. I gotta play this reaction again.
All right.
Look at this reaction. Look at this reaction.
With this guy who apparently was investigating me. So I asked him. I said, you know, I'm just.
I want to play this in slow mo. How can I do that on YouTube? Not normal. I want this shit in the slowest fucking speed possible. Wow. It's like a little shimmy, little head wag to the side, arms up, arms go back down. I'm just curious. Am I going to lose my house or not?
You know, how did you find out about DSP Gaming? Because it's not registered anywhere or anything like that. And he said, well, we got an anonymous tip about a company called DSP Gaming that apparently was operating.
Yeah, how did you find out about it?
The real reason that we got a whiff of you is
whiff.
Because you were on a mailing list for small businesses in the state. Like, you were registered on all of them. If you take a look, it's DSP Gaming. It says you're the sole proprietor, and it lists your address, and they signed you up for all of these. I said, well, that makes sense, because that's why I'm getting these contractor magazines. That's why I'm getting all these business-related mailings that I didn't sign up for. That's why I'm getting them all. Someone went out there with my information and registered me as a small business on all these free mailing lists. And then whoever it is that takes care of, you know, the state tax or business
look at
tax
them
in
arms.
Washington,
Good Lord.
got an anonymous tip and went out and looked and said, oh, look at this. If they're registered for these mailings, they must be real. And then they started investigating me. Okay?
I like how he alleges that someone investigated him and then still proceeds before and after this to tell us that this is not a business. It's just a YouTube thing. A YouTube thing that got like 7 fucking income sources and make like $100,000 a year. A YouTube thing. Man, that doesn't sound like a business to me. I think UPS stores probably make less money than him. And he doesn't have a business. It's just a YouTube thing. Come on. It's just a YouTube thing and I stream on Twitch. It's not a business. I don't make enough money, dude. It's a non-for-profit.
That's what's going on. So that's what happened initially. So I go to my tax attorney.
Nice nose rub.
Listen, we got to get you in the loop. You've got to talk to this guy because I don't know anything about
Jesus.
this. You go get an attorney in Washington who's going to be able to analyze the situation, or else, you know, I'm going to end up holding you liable, and maybe you're not, you know. You got to do your due diligence. Cover yourself. Okay. So I did 2 things. The first
what did you do, Dave?
I did research legally online.
Oh, you waited until after you got fucked to do research. Congratulations.
Attorney. All right. Now this new tax consuming and an expensive project. I'm literally living paycheck to paycheck. I have just enough money. I'm literally living paycheck to paycheck. I have just enough money. I'm literally living paycheck to paycheck. I have just enough money. I'm literally living paycheck to paycheck. I have just enough money to pay for everything I need to pay for.
Really?
How am I going to have enough money and time to sue this guy when I have to keep streaming and keep paying the bills and everything? It's not possible. I can't do it. Okay?
It's a great quote at the end of this video. I hope I play it. I'm literally living paycheck to paycheck.
I got a new tax
Of course.
All right. Now this new tax
He got a new tax attorney, though.
No surprise. All right.
What you looking at the chat during this for?
Very expensive. All right. No lie. I'm not going to lie.
I don't understand this, though. Realistically, why would you just not get a new tax attorney when you move to a different state? Like, why would you just ask the old one and hope he tell you the truth? You could just be like, well, I moved away. I don't want to work with you anymore. And just stop paying him. That sounds pretty easy. But he doesn't do that. And then, 3 years later, he gets fucked. Congratulations.
$800.
Also, he did research after he got fucked.
Just to retain the services of this attorney, which I don't have. I had to put it, guess what? On a credit card.
Credit card tax attorney?
Which I desperately am running out of credit. I have almost no credit left. I'm to the point where I'm massively overextended.
Also, great information, and I wish I could find this shit. Somebody, I don't even think somebody would really go back and find all of this because it's so much. It's so much. But I only remember it from one of the SOK videos. But DSP got two. Well, he said, you know, we got to go by if everything he say is true. He got 2 business loans. 2. Even if one of them was with the Leanna and her shitty soap business, he still got at least 1 business loan in his name. He doesn't run a business. Somebody should send him 10 bits and say, hey, Phil, didn't you say you got 2 business loans? How do you not run a business? And see how fast they get banned for that.
I was paying everything down to the point where every 4 months I could pay my taxes, which would bring all my credit cards and shit back up, and then I would pay it down gradually, and then the taxes would do again. It would go up, you know? So
that doesn't sound right.
On the ends of my extension here, I'm completely overextended. I have no liquidity. I'm to the point where I can't afford anything.
Wow. Okay.
So I have to get a new tax. I had a meeting.
I like, though, another thing, and it's kind of, you got to kind of reach a little bit deep with this, but I've been came to this conclusion a while ago. Okay, go back to when DSP first left Twitch. Within 3 months of him leaving Twitch, he already had started a Patreon. Now, on Twitch, he was probably making about $1,500 a month. I forget how much subs he had. It was like between 250 and 300, I think. Subs. I think he had like 250 at the max. But he was making probably, I don't even feel like doing the math right now. He was making around $1,000. I'm gonna just say that, around $1,000 a month on Twitch. Not even a whole quarter after he leaves Twitch, he started Patreon. His max goal on Patreon is around $1,000. It's not a coincidence at all. He proceeds to barely be able to pay his bills and cry about money for the next 2 years. He goes back to Twitch, still getting the $1,000 on Patreon, making less on YouTube now because the adpocalypse. Yeah, it is what it is. Proceeds to go back to Twitch and starts making about $4 or $5 grand a month on Twitch. $4,000 or $5,000 a month on Twitch. And this is stuff you can easily prove. He still barely can pay his bills, as he's making about $6,000 a month exclusively from fans, plus the money he making on YouTube even with the ad situation. In one of his pre-streams, he told us that YouTube is almost half of his income. And then Twitch was the other half, and Patreon was like 15% or some shit. Which would imply, like I said, I've been saying this a lot in this video, if DSP telling the truth, he making about 11 grand a month. So you making $11,000 a month, going by information that you gave to your viewers. And you need all of that to pay your bills. And it's something I thought about with DSP too. Maybe he really don't need all that to pay his bills. Maybe the way he live life, like he pay all of his necessary bills, like to keep his house and his lights on and shit. And then he throw everything else in the credit card debt. Because for some reason he actually wants to pay off credit card debt. I don't know why. I don't know why you would dump extra into it. Find you a payment plan and stick to it. And when you come across a lot of money, then you dump a bunch on it. But don't give them everything extra you got, especially if you're going to come and cry to teenagers every day that you can barely pay your bills. That's got to be what he's doing. He got to be giving them, the credit card companies, extra when he make anything. Like, oh, I got an extra $1,000 this month. Give it all a Visa. He got to be doing something weird, bro. There's no way he needs $9,000-$10,000 to live where he live, and to pay the necessities, as he say. You know, that sounds ridiculous. That sounds fucking ridiculous.
Tax attorney.
But I don't know.
I can tell you guys, but this is all happening behind the scenes. That's what I mean. All this shit was happening behind the scenes for months. And basically, the tax attorney told me he thinks I do owe some kind of business tax. He doesn't necessarily know how much, because there's some factors involved. What's qualified as a certain kind of income versus another kind of income? What's business taxable and what's not? And in addition to that, the fact that because now I haven't paid business taxes for 3 years since I've lived in Washington, there's not only going to be the taxes that I owe, but there's going to be those fees, interest. And he says, I told him the whole situation. And he basically said, listen, this is extenuating circumstances where you, number one, there's no way legally you could have enough knowledge to know what you owed for taxes here or not. Number two, you have it in writing from a 30-year experienced tax attorney in Connecticut saying that he was doing it right and that he would do it. So basically, you have extenuating circumstances to prove your innocence. So somehow,
how was he innocent?
I might be able to get some of what I owe disbanded, okay? But
What the fuck was that?
the
I
problem,
love this cuck sub, by the way. Tyler JK, whatever the fuck, just subscribe. They'll comment, here's some cash money. Cash money that DSP is going to get in 2 months. And you sub for $5 and you're going to get $2.50. And it was Switch Prime too, so he didn't even pay him. Fucking Amazon paying him. In 2 months. Here's some cash money. Thank you for the $2, you fucking cuck.
is
Jesus
that
Christ,
there's
this fucking
still gonna
chat.
be a chunk of money.
But if you have a business tax, don't you have a lot of deductibles, Phil? Wow, Vidal, you look really stupid right here. But if you have a business tax, don't you have a lot of deductibles? DSP has told us dozens of times that he deducts everything. He even told us that his fucking water bill gets deducted on his taxes. Remember that? Does anybody remember that? He deduct every game he buy, all of his bills, everything. The room is like a tax deductible or some shit according to him. His whole house, everything he buys, he gets deducted on his taxes. But then when he get called out as having a business and they want to make him pay a big ass fee, I don't run a business, it's just a YouTube thing. What? That's unbelievable.
That apparently I'm going to owe. And
Thanks for helping me prove a
what's
point,
the
Vidal.
amount going to be? We don't know. It's probably.
It's all right though. Vidal won't listen to me because I'm a nigger.
He says just a rough estimate.
Somebody know what I'm talking about. What tweet I'm talking about?
$10,000, but it could be thousands of
Look
dollars.
at the reaction to $10,000, by the way.
But it could be thousands of dollars. What's the amount going to be? We don't.
He has an orgasm when he say
Probably,
10,000.
He gave me an estimate. He says just a rough estimate. It's going to be thousands and thousands of dollars. It's not going to be $10,000, but it could be thousands of dollars. And the problem is, with
What is wrong with you?
interest, fees, all that's going to be associated with not paying this for years, it could end up being way more.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Paris has nothing to do with this. And by the way, I thank God I confirmed with the new tax attorney my taxes are good in the federal level. Like he says, everything here's right. He's like, this guy did everything perfect. I'm going to pay it. What's the payment plan going to be? How much a month? Especially now that I'm living month to month as it
See?
is with
Payment plan. How much a month? What? The fuck are you talking about? What? I need to close my Twitch chat the next time I record a video, because some people are really annoying. But he just implied here that he would have monthly payments. But he asking for money from his viewers like he needs to pay it immediately, or he goes to jail for 6 years or something.
that I'm making.
He's going to let us assume this now.
Upcoming looming payment going to be on January 31st that I'm going to owe, because I don't know yet. I'm supposed to find out probably sometime in December. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, the good news is at least these past couple of months have been good. If you guys haven't noticed, things have been up. I've been telling you guys things have been up. I just did that special promotional event with Twitch a month ago.
Alright, that's enough of this. I'm not sitting through the rest of that. Good lord. This is the weekend preview and we'll be done after that. Why do people say starter? Why do people say start a reaction channel? And sell out already. He never sold out. Start a reaction channel and sell out. You need the money. Don't lose your house when you can prevent it. Why the fuck are these jackasses thinking a reaction channel is gonna make him money? What is he gonna react to? Everything gets content ID. He has nothing he can react to. Game trailers get content ID'd. Movie trailers get content ID'd. Some of them get copyright strike. Music reactions get content ID'd unless you really finesse the fuck out of it and do weird shit and like talk for 40 minutes after. What the hell are you talking about? A reaction channel is going to save his business. The replies are deleted, by the way, so people got shadow banned. You can get a real job and game like you used to. That's not going to work immediately. He needs an immediate fix. That's also a meme. You can get a real job. Okay, so stop making tens of thousands of dollars a month at times to get a real job and then play games on the side. I don't know. Maybe these people know something I don't do. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think these people do YouTube and a job and Twitch. But I don't know. YouTube comments are always right, so I shouldn't question them. Why am I toxic?
Alright, what is going on, everybody? Phil here, and welcome to the Weekend Preview. Today is Sunday, November
Look how fucking stupid he look with that damn beanie on.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the end of November, if you can believe it. We are about to head into the final month.
And his fucking blouse. Look like he's wearing a blouse.
Correct, again, right? I'm just going to leave it as is. Does this that the camera now is aimed too high?
He stares at OBS. OBS has a fucking preview window. Why do you start the video and then be like, oh, the camera's set wrong? You can look at the preview before you record. What the hell? Stop starting videos like this. It's annoying.
Space above my head. It feels weird.
God.
I don't know. Anyway,
stop staring at OBS and it won't fucking distract
we're
you.
nearing the end of the year. We've got 1 month.
Holy
left.
shit.
Less than a month till Christmas, if you can believe it. I realized this today on stream. I'm like, holy crap, less than a month on Christmas till Christmas. That's nuts. You know, it feels like literally last week I was talking about, oh, the big Halloween marathon and going to look for a costume, and next thing you know, here we are heading into the final holiday time of the year. Nuts.
Time moves fast based on perception. That's crazy. Who would have guessed?
In particular, this week is going to be interesting because I'm going to be finishing up long ongoing playthroughs. I'm going to be starting up a lot of new stuff this week. So if you've been one of those people,
what's up with the hand
motion
motion?
And kind of got bored of the stuff that I was doing because it was taking too long for me to finish it, or if you didn't like the ongoing playthroughs that I've been doing, this week is going to be your week to come back because there's so much new stuff going on this week, including brand new ongoing playthroughs, episodic games, all kinds of stuff. There's going to be multiple unboxing videos this week, if you can believe it, folks. And that's something that I almost never do. How often do I unbox anything anymore, right? It's a rarity. There's going to be 3 unboxing videos for you this week, which I'm going to talk about in just a moment, okay? So pretty awesome.
He gonna unbox headphone stuff. If he uploads 3 videos for what he's gonna be unboxing, that's astonishing.
There's also
oh my goodness!
In regards to some things with Patreon,
I'm gonna be in shock if you do that.
Coming to Patreon that I want to talk about. There's a lot happening. All right, so let's get started since we've got so much going on and so much to talk about. First of all, folks, just real quick,
buy stuff from me.
If you maybe have
he also made the Teespring link smaller. Look how big it is for Hey Live. Why is it smaller for a weekend preview? What the fuck? That's weird.
Maybe for this Christmas, I'm going to get something from Teespring for a present for someone or for myself. Maybe something off of Phil's shop. FYI, I've been saying this on my pre-streams, but I want to say it in a weekend preview as well to make it very clear to everyone. Teespring is not a warehouse that stores my merchandise and can ship on demand the second you place an order. Teespring is a made-to-order business, which means you order, then Teespring makes the item, then they ship the item. There's a lot of lead time between when you place the order and when you get the item. Typically, it's a 2-week lead time. Sometimes it could be longer.
He's been saying this in almost every pre-stream, by the way. Buy the shirt now because I don't want the money now. I want you to get it before Christmas, dude, because there's people flocking to buy Dark Side Field t-shirts in time to give to their relatives that don't know who the fuck DSP even is. There's people flocking to buy a Wild Dude and manga DSP and put up your dukes and King of Homosexuals. King of Homosexuals. I was about to call it the King of Homophobes, but it don't work with those colors. King of Homosexuals. I can't wait to check under the tree Christmas morning and I get a nice rainbow Bob Ross King of Retro shirt under my tree. I'm going to be very excited. I want to do that to somebody in real life, but it would be a waste of money because they would just say, who is this? And I would say, oh, it's DSP. Who is that? He a YouTuber. Oh, thank you. That's going to be the conversation. It's not going to be, oh my God, it's fucking Phil. Nobody knows who this dude is. That's why people on the internet talk about him so much, because nobody else know who he is except other people on the internet. For some reason, they think he's some huge deal. People gifted his shirts for fucking Christmas.
Shipping is delayed because of everyone
Whatever.
shipping, gifts and everything all over the place.
Shipping is delayed. What year is he living in?
So, it behooves you, if you want to get something from my Teespring shop, to order as soon as
Shipping get
possible.
delayed for like 3 days now, around Christmas time. But it's not bad like it used to be.
First week of December, you'll probably be okay trying to get something for Christmas. But if you really wait, you're going to be pushing it, trying to get stuff for Christmas. The last thing I want is December 15th.
The tinfoil hat on me says that he begging people to buy the shirts now to get them for Christmas so he can have the money within 2 weeks of Christmas. That's honestly what I'm thinking. But that's just me.
I'm going to get something from Phil's shop for my, for someone for a nice present.
A nice present.
Throw that out there, a forewarning, everyone. Okay? Fair enough?
I love that.
All right, fair enough.
He does that like 4 times in a row. A forewarning, everybody. Got to lower the hands, like, calm down.
First of all, there's only 4 days,
4 days.
For you to pledge to my
Pledge to the fucking
month
link
of
I point to.
November. Folks, right now, as I announced on the last weekend preview, we soft hit the funding goal for this month, meaning if everyone who has an ongoing pledge clears, all right, we will be fine. We'll be able to hit the monthly goal, and I'll be doing the Christmas gaming marathon, where I'll be dressing up in a silly holiday sweater or two. I'll be drinking during this marathon. We'll be playing holiday-themed games throughout the entire thing that you guys will be nominating and voting on based on your pledges, all right? But we're not in the clear. In fact, this week I noticed a bunch of people either lowered or withdrew their Patreon pledges. I don't know why. Obviously,
well, looking at the number is worthless. Never mind.
Have, everyone has it on the fly, has the ability to do that whenever they want. So now we're in a situation where we're really desperate. If anyone's pledges get declined, we're pretty much in trouble. All right. So if you want to see this holiday gaming marathon happen, you've got to pledge to my Patreon within the next 4 days. If you pledge, basically you're solidifying and guaranteeing the event happens. I don't need $100, $200 of pledges. I need just a few to basically cover anyone who gets declined. All right. So if you want to nominate and vote on holiday-themed games, you want to support, you want to be able to see this event happen, which I know people do, please pledge, all right?
Look at this begging.
Important changes coming.
Holy shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1 more month of the year is remaining. That month, which is next month, December, I'm going to be doing a patron goal.
DSP, why the fuck do you still have loot crating in description box, dude? Delete that shit.
Goal that I think is going to hit epic levels, all right? Reason being, it's something that people have wanted to see for years.
He think the next goal is going to hit epic levels, and people have been wanting to see it for years. He said people have been wanting to see his current goal for years, and he begging for people to sub to it. He said his last goal people wanted to see, and he had to beg for it, and he didn't even hit it the first month. He had to do it a second month, and then he finally hit the goal. So now the next goal is the best goal ever. I like how every goal is the best goal ever. Every goal, oh my God, people have been wanting this for years. People have been wanting this for years. People have been wanting me to do this. People are going to love it. And then he gets barely the amount of money he need, or less money, and he have to cry about it until somebody give like $200. The only reason why he hit the last goal is because the only reason why he soft hit the I get drunk on stream goal is because some faggot gave him $200 at one time. That's not because people wanted to see it, because one dude really wanted to see it. Somebody gave him $200 at one time. And it was at one point DSP didn't even want that much money. It was at one point he literally was like, I don't want big pledges. $1 a month. Remember? $1 a month is good enough. $1 a month, $5 a month if you like stuff. If you want to support me. I don't want $100 pledges. And he needs $100, $200 pledges every month to hit his goal. Holy cow.
Years and years.
He go back on everything, man.
tossed around the way.
Everything.
People were ecstatic about this idea.
You throw your morals out the window when money
is
involved, to be honest.
I'm a pickle financially. If you're not aware what I'm talking about, this last week I did a Hate Live podcast on Thanksgiving, and I finally revealed to everyone this big looming thing that's been going on behind the scenes. It's not pretty. It's really a big financial issue that could be thousands and thousands of dollars. Hopefully it's not tens of thousands of dollars. I don't think it will be, but you know, you never know, knock on wood. So the fact of the matter is I'm in a pickle. I don't want to lose my house. So I have an idea for something I can do with Patreon in the month of December that I think would actually get people to pledge who don't pledge, who don't want to see this idea, all right?
He's not going to tell us, though.
That being said, outside of the month of December will be the last month where I do Patreon traditionally the way that I've been doing it this all along, all right? And you might say, well, what does Phil mean by that exactly? Okay? The way it's worked on Patreon up to now is that the monthly goal, whether or not I do the special monthly celebration goal or not.
Sorry for the type in the microphone. I'm sure Fred wouldn't like that either.
Level of pledges on Patreon. In 2018, I'm changing this, okay? The reason I'm changing it is because, let's face it, in 2017, my focus shifted from more of a YouTube focus like it used to be, which is very much ingrained with everything I do with Patreon. It shifted over to a live streaming focus on Twitch. So for me, I'm thinking, why am I trying to drive my audience away from live streaming, right? And why instead am I trying to drive them to Patreon when I could just have Patreon keep going and people who like Patreon and like their perks and everything can keep pledging? But what I want to do is I want to try to drive more traffic to my streams, all right? And you
want to know how DSP could drive more traffic to his streams? I said this before, DSP. This is free advice. If one of your Cuck fans watching this, hello Cuck DSP fans, the ones that give him like legit advice and give him money, somebody go to his stream and send him 10 bits and say, no, don't even send him 10 bits and then say you're going to email him about it and then email him about it. I'm going to tell you this idea. And you can say this is your idea, that I didn't come up with it. So that way it won't be like some hater idea. All right, tell you how DSP could drive more attention to his streams. Every time he streams, he posts like a 5-second clip to YouTube. Hey, it's Phil here and I'm streaming today. He posts like a 5-second clip to his YouTube channel. Maybe even his vlogging channel if you want to go extra with it. He posts it to his gaming channel that he's streaming. He leave the video up as long as the stream is live. When the stream done, he delete the video. I guarantee you 100%. This is factual information. Guarantee you he's going to get more views. It might be 5 people, it might be 10 people, it might be 100 people. Guarantee you he's going to get more views. I do it. I get more people to show up. Other streamers I watch do it. I stole the idea from somebody else. I'm not original. I stole the idea from somebody else. So any Cuck DSP fans watching this, or somebody that want to get his dude advice and hope he takes it because he's not really good at taking advice, tell him to do that. More people are going to show up to his stream. Guarantee it. Guarantee it.
Say, all right, well, I wonder how Phil...
Why you look high right here?
How are you going to do this? I'll give you an example. This is just an example. In 2018, if I have a monthly goal, let's say the goal this...
See, he wanna say it's just an example. Because if you say he's going to do it and people shit on it, then you got to rethink it. So he say it's just an example. And then somebody say, I don't like it. Then he can rethink it and pretend that he went through effort to think of the process. Yeah. See, I can question everything.
Will be a Sonic the Hedgehog playthrough. If we hit the goal this month, it'll be a Sonic the Hedgehog playthrough. All right. How are we going to determine if I hit it? Well, the goal is not going to be on Patreon anymore. All right. The goal is going to be on Twitch. The way it's going to work is going to be based off total subscribers on Twitch. This month, I hit my maximum most concurrent subscribers ever at once. It was 308. Now, sadly,
he hit 308 because about 30 people subbed to him and it was trolling. And about 20 people subbed to him because they was trolling / wanted attention. So
a lot of the subs were troll subs from a month ago where I did a special Twitch promotional event. The subs have gone down to about 280 something. But I know I have potential. I can get above 300 because I've been there now. Okay?
You've been there because of trolling. What?
So, what I'd like to do in 2018 to drive people to the stream.
What is this? What are these hand motions?
Twitch subs. So, for example, this is an example. Oh, Sonic Month. If I hit 300
Sonic Month. Oh boy.
The concurrent subscriptions.
That's a bad idea.
This month,
Delete that.
I'm doing a Sonic the Hedgehog, playthrough event, and it'll be the patrons who pledge $5 or more during this month who will be nominating and voting on the Sonic game that I will be playing as this playthrough.
This dirty as fuck. Look at that. Ooh, look at that face. I got to screen cap that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that face. Oh my Leezy. That is a face. That is a face. Holy fucking shit. The smuggest DSP face ever. It looked like it's been altered to make him look smug. That's ridiculous. Look at that face. That should be the thumbnail. How long is this in the video? A minute? Hour 24 minutes. It's going to be the thumbnail. Look at that fucking face. Holy shit, DSP. But this idea, this is going to get shit on hard by the detractors, by the way. But we kind of shit on everything, so sometimes it's not relevant to shit on stuff. Like it don't work. It is what it is. But what he want to do, he wants to make his goal having subs on Twitch. But the people that pledge on Patreon dictate what happens on Twitch. So if you want to really have power, you got to give double money. If you want to really have power, you literally got to give DSP $10 a month. $5 through Twitch subs a month and $5 on Patreon so you can vote. You understand how insane that is? That's sleazy as shit. And then it's convoluted. His fans dumb as fuck. They don't understand anything. Somebody going to be showing up. People are going to show up questioning this for a month straight. But yeah, that means the minimum to change what DSP does goes from $5 to being $10. Because if you want to really have control over what he do, if he actually goes through with this, you got to give $5 a month on Patreon and $5 a month on Twitch instead of giving just $5 a month on Patreon or even $10 a month on Patreon. So if you want to get like a question answer to some shit, you got to spend $25 a month on Patreon instead of $20.
See what I mean?
See what I mean?
So the goal itself, whether I do the goal, will be dependent on Twitch, on something that happens on Twitch. Most notably, it's probably going to be subscription.
Also, with this new plan, okay, that means he could get $1,000 on Patreon and have 280 subs, but he didn't hit 300 subs, and the goal is based on Twitch and not Patreon. So that means he got all of that money and literally had to do nothing for it. So this is going to be doing even less for more. Wonderful. I'm very excited.
Then, if you're
got to get those people to come in on Twitch.
Oh man, we'll pledge to Patreon this month. I can do that. I can nominate and vote on Sonic games. Then people will pledge to the Patreon. You see what I mean? But now I won't have to rely that every month on Patreon I have to hit this.
He looking to Jesus while he talks about Patreon.
$1,000 goal. Some months can get lower if that's fine, if that happens, because I'll be driving people to my Twitch, which is really my main focus right now. Okay. You know, some people have suggested other things as well, and I am, considering in my head some maybe different things that I could do to integrate Patreon with Twitch and vice versa, try to get things integrated. In fact, I tried to make it so that when people pledge to my Patreon, it had a pop-up on stream, but it doesn't
Use
work.
Streamlabs, you bitch.
I linked Patreon with my Muxy account.
Stop using Muxy.
And there's no interface for it. You can link them, but it doesn't do
Yeah,
anything.
Muxy sucks dick. Use something else.
Have a link so you can have a
Dude,
pop-up.
it's like 9 different websites that have Twitch alerts, like systems. He tried Streamlabs. Apparently Streamlabs broke his computer, like it fucked OBS up a bunch, which doesn't make any sense to me because it's just a CLR browser plugin, and he's using the same browser plugin to do Muxy. So I don't know how, but this is DSP. So of course he got to shift the blame. It's not his error. It's Streamlabs hates his computer. So he went to Muxy, and Muxy worked, and he never left Muxy. It's like 9 fucking websites to do that shit. Why not try out other websites? You can even test it. But he doesn't do that. He doesn't want to go through that. That's too much effort. Just give him the money anyway.
Right now. So that being said, 2018 is going to be very different.
No, it won't.
In that regard.
You're still going to play games for money. It's the same shit.
Get you guys motivated to start subscribing to the Twitch channel so that we can do these events. Okay. So we'll see how that goes. I'll let you know. Obviously, when I have the first big event set up, for 2018, when in that regard, I'll let you know, and we'll see how it works. We'll play it by ear. We'll see how it works. One final thing before I get to the actual schedule. being that right now I am in the financial picture.
Also, I like weekend preview. Literally half to more than half of the video is him talking about how to get money from you, how to send money to him, how he can get more money from you, and his problems. Weekend preview.
And I definitely need to get out of it if I want to keep this house, which is
I want to keep the house.
I tell you, are very, very interested in keeping me here and having me do my daily.
I didn't play him getting $1,000 during this stream. I'm gonna play that after this.
Nothing to do with and could not control whatsoever. Someone basically not doing their fucking job that I was paying to do their job. People have come out overwhelmingly over the past few days.
Okay.
I'm gonna owe a lump sum
Crying.
with the business department.
Crying.
For me to pay these back.
Crying.
It's gonna be a lot of
Crying.
money. I'm gonna have no money.
Crying.
Maybe a marathon stream, maybe a series of streams.
Crying.
The goal will go up and up.
Give me money.
Situation because I'm at the end of everything that I could possibly.
Crying.
Some payment's gonna be due at the end of
Crying.
January. Charge me a ridiculous amount of money.
Crying. Crying.
Visual
More than half the video, almost literally half the video to the T, is him crying about money, telling you how he can get more money from you, telling you how he wants to try to get more money from you, and telling you how you can give him more money. Weekend preview, give me more money edition. All right.
We can build a positive community again. How it used to
Look at
be.
this donation, by the way. I like how I clicked and got that. DSP, you should just call your local state government a bunch of niggers. Maybe if I say it that way, the video can't get flagged. Niggers. Hey, this is reporting. I'm reporting on facts. Maybe you should call your local state government a bunch of niggas and scream white power. Congratulations, Warren. You spent 50 cents for that. Oh, you watched a bunch of ads.
And that's why all this harassment continued. Wow.
Look at him. Look at him. He's exhausted because he's getting so much donations. He's just had an orgasm. We need a cigarette.
It's still going. I can't stop. You guys keep going. This is amazing. War Knights just did a 10-bit cheer. He says, have a turkeyless day. Are you cooking bird? I'm going to show you what I'm eating.
I'm going to show you too.
Astro Jetboy did a 10-bit cheer. And what did he say? Really, you, me? He says, maybe you're the modern job. And in the end, you're doing a boss in the end.
What? Autism.
I'm confused. Callow Nord did a 50-bit cheer. He says, good luck. I've been watching since 2009. And when something you have to stop. Ben Boxer did a
You've been watching him since 2009 and all you can give him is 10 cents? What the fuck?
Says, solution. I'm not reading this. That's not funny. How dare you? I got another 26-bit cheer from IRS came for DSP. Babyman Gaming did a 50-bit cheer. Varammer did a 10-bit cheer.
Oh, these dimes gonna add up. 10 cents at a time.
Asked if I would move to Vancouver.
Watching since 08. Here's $2.40 in 2 months. Oh, thanks.
Babyman Gaming did a 50-bit cheer. Tynel did a 15-bit cheer. And he says, just got into the stream after spending time with family. Happy Thanksgiving. So thank you, Tynel. And Pimp Kings just did a 240-bit cheer. It says, watching since 2008. Good luck, man. And that Anana Bear just did a 10-bit cheer. Folks, my voice is shot. Thank you for all your contributions. Orange Juice did another 10-bit cheer. I got to stop because my voice is shot. I got to take a break. I got 2 hours to upload these.
$100.
And then, oh my God, he's got another $100 tip from the King. He says, stay strong.
Now this is, look at him. Orgasm. This is something I was thinking about too. And this is honestly nitpicking. But it's the truth. What streamer on the face of the fucking earth is going to stop a stream as they're getting 10 bits, 10 bits, 20 bits, 20 bits, 200 bits, 100 bits, 100 bits, 10 bits, 20 bits, 20 bits, $100, $100, $100, $200, $300, $20, $30, over and over and over and over and over. Who stops the stream with that momentum? Nigga, we about to put up a campfire and we about to talk about whatever y'all want to talk about until this gravy train is over with. This is somebody that say he can barely pay his bills. This is somebody that just told strangers on the internet about his tax situation. And he running away from the stream as he's making hundreds of dollars a second. He running away from the stream because he needs to rest his voice. You have no reason to talk. You can only talk to react to fucking donations. DSP stream is saying what's on screen and reacting to donations. He needs to rest his voice from reacting to donations. I'm going to show you how a DSP video looks because his voice is so fucking tired. So let's look at how a normal DSP video looks. And it's kind of a spoiler because I played this one before because I wanted to see how this piece of shit game looked. and I was not too hampering about it. Well, let's see if I can find Part 1, a Star Wars loot box front. I like how Assassin's Creed don't have thumbnails anymore, by the way. Think about that. Somebody made 100 thumbnails for Assassin's Creed, and he got more than 100 videos of it. So he passed up the fucking, like, what the fuck are you doing? Dave, what is this? Oh my god, he got the worst looking YouTube channel. I want to find a single player. Single player is a good video to show like how DSP plays games on the internet.
Sit down, shut the fuck up.
He needs to rest his voice from this.
How inept are the fucking rebels that they left her helmet, which obviously was gonna have some communications device in it, inside of the fucking cell with her?
Okay, questioning reality of a video game.
And they left the fucking baton with her too, apparently.
Maybe if you don't yell.
Installed in the droid.
Maybe if DSP didn't yell into his mic so much, he wouldn't have to rest his voice.
What the hell?
He like.
All right. Shock eliminates enemies when the meter is full. When aimed
throws his voice out
vehicles.
So much for no reason. Reading dialogue.
Have the rebels figured out you wanted to be caught?
Never crossed their mind.
To be fair, we're operating outside protocol.
Now don't pick up this guy's gun and use it or anything.
Would have raised too many questions. For this to work, we need to be subtle.
I understand, Commander.
Oh, this is great. So Conky89 says,
stealing a joke from the chat.
well, the rebels lack situational awareness, but the stormtroopers... Hey guys, there's an escaped Empire prisoner behind all of you. Turn around, you dumb buffool.
Wow, this is really funny.
Workforce, you gotta realize they're all gonna be...
Why would you make voices like this?
The stormtroopers are expert marksmen. They miss on purpose on Vader's command. Yes, of course they do.
Of course.
Of course.
Slice that.
God damn it, would you go catch that friggin'...
Maybe if you don't talk like a jackass, you wouldn't hurt your fucking voice, you moron. Jesus Christ. Alright, what's another video?
Alright, so I was at the dealership.
Yeah, he always talking in the beginning of videos.
Bringing him one step closer to entering the Outlaws' rush. But that's not all. Rumor has it that...
Why would you not talk over this, but you talk over dialogue in a Star Wars game? A game people care about the story in. You look at the chat as much as you look at the game.
Nice, you got Little Ty.
Yeah, so funny.
That's great. Here's what I'm gonna do. Let's go to a garage.
Okay, Sam, what you gonna do?
If not, then I'll buy a new drift car. But I'm trying to... get it to my drift spec car.
Okay.
See if I can get it up to spec for what they want me to do. Alright. So.
Wow.
It's actually first. Or the event, the drift event. They want it to be 209.
Oh my god. Okay, that's enough.
Thank you guys. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so tired, but I'm happy that I got off my chest and you guys are being supportive and, you know. Thank you guys. Wow. Thank you. 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 Thank you.
I like his fucking bullshit of maybe if I say thank you a lot of times in a row, it's going to show appreciation. Now, I'm not very good at showing appreciation too, but just saying thank you, 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 you kind of sounding a little bit like a bitch. The best way I could explain him saying thank you a bunch of times when somebody give him like $100 is like the joke of like the dude that like to get his ball stepped on by a prostitute or something, and she like punching him in the ass and like grabbing his balls and squeezing them, and he's like, thank you. Was that a joke on Family Guy? It fucking probably was.
On my hands and knees and say thank you and still be on camera, I would do it.
If he could get on his hands and knees and say thank you, he would do it. Wow. Remember how bad DSP used to talk down on people that took donations on Twitch? And people that asked for money on Twitch, people that begged for money on Twitch. And look at how he acts now. Holy crap.
Okay, I seriously.
I remember him shitting on Angry Joe in his chat one time, saying that Angry Joe asked for donations because he don't make enough money on YouTube because he not a managed partner like him or some shit. And look at him now. Look at him now. Jeez.
Thank you to Haseo for a 10-bit cheer. Thank you to Game Master for a 25-bit cheer. Thank you to
Notice Me
Senpai
Senpai Phil. Congratulations.
Oculus for a 100-bit cheer.
Yeah, he noticed you. He said thank you for a 100-bit cheer.
You should play Tekken 7, Nier Automata, or Injustice 2 first. I would say Tekken 7. And then maybe Nier Automata.
Look at this fucking stupid shit. Black Friday is almost here. Sell some of your signed games. Like me, I might be interested if you still have. He sold fucking statues at one point and nobody bought them. Why would you buy a signed game? He doesn't buy any games physically.
Or Injustice 2 first.
He's not going to respond to that, by the way. He's just going to say thank you.
And then maybe Nier Automata and Injustice last. I don't know.
2,500 bits, $25.
Thank you to Persona 3 Master.
You should become a stripper. They make $500 a day. Yes, every single stripper makes $500 a day. That's actually minimum wage for strippers, $500 a day. It doesn't matter your body type or how good you are as a stripper. You get paid that much just for being a stripper. As you see, Small Widow, 95. Very intelligent human being in DSP chat.
Cheers. Oh, man. He says, Black Friday's almost here. Sell some of your old signed games. I'm not even
Oh, wow, we actually did read it.
Troll people when I was trying to sell.
Too much
Thank you to
trolls.
Smart Weirdo for a 2,500-bit cheer. He says, bro, you should have become a stripper. They make $500.
He's turning a fucking Bobby Roode.
Thank you to Lulz.
Another $25.
Thank you to Ratchafan who did a $3 tip. Thank you to Stunted who just did a 2,500.
Yeah, he turned into Bobby Roode when he get money.
You guys are awesome.
Wow.
You guys are awesome, but I seriously need to take the stream down so I can get my voice up to snuff, upload these videos, and then
It's coming.
And then I gotta make dinner too.
Listen to this. I gotta make dinner too, and he sighed. Kids, let's look at the dinner DSP made. He takes a 2-hour break in between streams. He said, I gotta make dinner too inside. This is what he allegedly had for dinner. After he got $1,000 on stream, he fucking put this on the microwave and took a picture of it for Instagram to make people feel bad for him and called himself a bachelor. And then not even a week later, he proceeds to tell us how he has a girlfriend. The life of a bachelor is this. You call yourself a bachelor. A week later, you tell us you got a girlfriend. Say what? Okay. He's a bachelor. He's single, ladies. And he has a girlfriend. Hugh Hefner. He's the next Hugh Hefner. Good God. And in his fucking meme in the comments, something always better than nothing. Overall, hope you enjoyed it. No fucking shit, something is better than nothing. If something is better than nothing is all you can say about a situation, it's probably best to just not even hit the enter button after typing. Something is better than nothing. He should tell that to a homeless person. He should go up to a homeless person and give him a dime and say, something is better than nothing. See how fucking long he lasts dealing with those people. But yeah, this is what he take a picture of and call himself a bachelor. I'm a bachelor, going by his logic of have a girlfriend, but you're still a bachelor somehow. And I just made a shrimp fettuccine today. I'm a bachelor though. I should not know how to cook because apparently single men, because he's apparently not single. Apparently single men don't know how to cook because dudes are fucking stupid and they need women to eat food. Who would have guessed? Nice stereotype, DSP.
For your support.
The stereotype of dumb man. Congratulations.
I gotta get out of here, but I'll be back tonight. I'll be back between 7:30 and 8 p.m. with a stream of Need for Speed Payback. So come on back and have some fun with me gaming tonight and tomorrow. Tomorrow's Black Friday. I'll be gaming all day. All right, everyone. Thank you very much.
$100.
Fluffy shits just tipped me $100. Thank you, everyone. I seriously gotta get that going. Who negates?
$10.
Just tipped me $10. Just happy Thanksgiving, Phil. Thank you, everyone.
Why are you praying to them?
Off now. Hopefully, I'll see you tonight for Need for Speed.
What the fuck is this?
Thank you, Ornice, for a final 20-bit cheer. And thank you, Astro Jet Boy, for a final 10-bit cheer. Thanks.
Oh, he edited it out.
God damn, I hope I can get through this. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, he did. He cut the video already. Yep, he did. I think he did. Maybe he didn't. No, he didn't. Fuck, I would have to go back and find it. I don't want to go back and find it. Look at this. Look at this fucking faggot right here. Jesus Christ. But it's a clip in here. And if you watch the last 15 minutes and you can't find it, you can call me wrong. But I feel like at the end of this video, somewhere along here, he was like, oh, I got to end the stream and come back later so I can keep making money or some shit like that. He really sees streaming as just a way to make money to the T. Like, I need to stream to make money. He said that plenty of times before anyway. Like, I need to stream to make money. I need to keep streaming because that's how I make money. You guys support and all of that shit. This the same dude that say he need breaks from streaming for mental health. So his fans drive him crazy, but as long as they keep paying up, he gonna keep coming around. All right. But yeah, this is his Thanksgiving dinner. He took a 2-hour break and made that and was like, I gotta make dinner too bad. You put some shit in the microwave for 5 minutes. Whatever. Then this was before Hey Live, so no sleep for me. Mostly because I'm going to finally tell you what's kept me up at night for over 2 months on the podcast today. Can't wait for it to be twisted into negative shit and used against me. I just don't want to lose my damn house, or worse. And after watching all of this, I think to myself, how can this be twisted and used against him? The only information I can give to you is information that's already been put out there. I'm not making up stuff and saying that might be the case. And when I am, I say that's the case. And I still try not to do that a lot because some people take stuff and run with it on the internet too much. I don't know. Apparently this is going to get twisted to get used against them. Yep, have fun with that. I don't know if I want to go through the effort. But yep, that's the Dark Side Dave. And that's what he been going through. This is an hour and 45-minute long video. If you sat through the whole video, make sure to put hashtag, I don't know. Hashtag live. And let me know how you lived out your day of Thanksgiving. And if you don't live in America, don't be some asshole and say, well, I live in fucking Uzbekistan and we don't celebrate Thanksgiving. It's just another day. Because I'm going to wait until you have a fucking holiday and you tell me about it. And I'm going to say, well, I live in America and I don't celebrate that. So it's just a regular day. I don't know why people do that for Thanksgiving. They like foreign people just have the need, the urge to shit on anybody that celebrated Thanksgiving or make them feel lame for doing it. Well, it's just a regular day for me. Your birthday is a regular day for a lot of people. Everybody doesn't celebrate the same holiday. Even for Christmas, it's just a regular day for a lot of people. Don't be a cuck about it. Let people have their fucking fun. Anyway, I am Audi 5000 G. Hopefully this video got recorded correctly. I can only hope.